Welcome to the Senate Oversight Committee. Sir, I'm really sorry about my mistakes in pronouncing your name.
It's Sitek.
Sitek?
Yes.
Thank you. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you. I worked over 40 hours over the course of 3 days down at Wayne County AV Board review. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. I just ran down the hallway to know I was next. Anyways, some of the things I want to point out is some improprieties and some obvious deficiencies. First of all, on the day of voting, became aware that we didn't have enough GOP people available for doing simple things like duplication of ballots. Excuse me again. The point I want to make is that I approached Daniel Baxter, who was the chairman for the for this AV center, and asked him directly, about the number of GOP people that were there, waiting for a duplication of a ballot, and none showed up. So at that point, I asked him how many GOP workers there were. He says, "Oh, we have about 10 or 12." He says, "Well, are they on the tabulators?" He says, "Oh no, we don't need them over there." I says, "They're on the adjudication tables." And 10 to 12 people didn't even man all the stations that were there, which, again, indicated to me that there was not an adequate number of Republicans opposing to validate the proper dual party evaluation of all these adjudicator tables, the regular ballot counting stations. So let me move on to, excuse me. Yeah. The other thing I noticed that at the end of the day on at around 6:30, there were 5,000 ballots that needed to be duplicated sitting on a table. If you perceive the workforce, most of the tables had retired. They were on break, and they were none of them were doing anything, and a few of the, or maybe a quarter of the tables are finishing up precinct countings. When I went upstairs to take a break, right around 7 o'clock, they were dismissing the extra workers that they had for their staff, telling them they were no longer needed. And I came back down, and still none of those ballots had been challenged or were being duplicated. What it indicated to me was a misuse of their workforce. They had 5,000 ballots that needed to be duplicated, but they weren't bothering to process any of them while they had the people available. So, and then I ended up being there, excuse me, on Wednesday to follow up, and I actually was watching a tabulator machine, and it's important to know that I ended up in assault and battery with a worker there.
I'm very sorry about why this alarm is so hard to shut off. But
right.
That's the conclusion of your 3 minutes. Did you submit your testimony in writing?
I did on the assault and battery charge.
Which you please will make sure to take note of that and attach it to your testimony. Thank you.
I'll see if I have a copy.
Any questions, members? Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you.